Have you ever felt that nagging doubt that holds you back from achieving your dreams? You're not alone. Studies reveal that over 70% of people experience self-doubt in their journey toward success, a barrier that often feels insurmountable. In Confidence Code, Unlock Success Through Mindset Change, you'll explore powerful techniques that connect the themes of my YouTube channel, Brainpower Blueprint, honing in on the transformative impact of neuroplasticity, habit architecture, and resilient self-belief. Join me on this 9-chapter journey and test every concept in your daily life, envisioning a future where you narrate your own success story. Remember, meaningful change begins the moment you turn the page. Confidence Code, Unlock Success Through Mindset Change, compiled and published by Brainpower Blueprint. Chapter 1. Uncovering Your Inner Strength. What if I told you that your greatest strengths are often hidden within the shadows of your self-doubt? This powerful idea invites us into a journey of exploration, one that reveals the untapped reservoirs of potential residing inside you. In this chapter, we will embark on a meaningful voyage to uncover those inherent strengths that may be buried beneath the weight of uncertainty. Together, we'll shine a light on what makes you unique, transforming your perception of self into one of empowerment and courage. Recognizing your inner strength is not just about understanding your capabilities. It's about believing in them fiercely. When you take the time to unravel the layers of self-perception, you create the space for your strengths to emerge. Research tells us that our beliefs significantly shape our reality. In fact, a study published in the journal Personality and Social Psychology Review found that a strong sense of self-efficacy, the belief in one's ability to succeed, correlates directly with heightened levels of performance across various domains. The remarkable connection between belief and performance reveals an empowering truth. The steps you take toward success begin with the acknowledgement of your inner strength. Let me share an experience from my own life that illustrates this concept. I remember a time when I faced a daunting challenge, a public speaking engagement that sent waves of panic coursing through my veins. As I prepared, I began to reflect on my past successes and the unique contributions I was equipped to share. It occurred to me that each experience, no matter how trivial it seemed, contributed to my ability to connect with others. I started visualizing my audience not as strangers, but as allies eager to share in the insights I had cultivated over time. This shift in perspective helped me cultivate the courage to step onto that stage and deliver my talk with newfound confidence. That moment was a significant pivot. By believing in my inner strength, I unlocked the power to transcend my fears and serve my audience genuinely. Life is a series of hurdles referring to challenges that we must face, yet they become invigorating opportunities when we harness our inner strength. Finding your intrinsic strengths isn't a destination, but a continuous, empowering process. Each time you engage in self-reflection, consider the qualities that lie behind your choices, the experiences that shaped you, and the passions that give you purpose. Building awareness of your strengths can help reshape your identity and bolster your confidence in various aspects of your life. Instead of asking, "Am I enough?" evolve your mindset to, "What unique strengths do I bring to the world?" To reframe the way you view your potential is to approach each day with the belief that you are equipped to face whatever challenges arise. So let this truth resonate with you. Your inner strength is waiting to be unleashed, and every step you take in honoring that strength is a stride toward realizing the magnificent possibilities that lie ahead. The journey to uncovering your inner strength begins now, and it opens the door to discovering the remarkable individual you are meant to be. Begin by recognizing your strengths, then reflect on your unique experiences, and finally, take action by incorporating these insights into your daily life. This 3-step blueprint serves as a powerful guide to enhance your awareness and transform your perception of self. Each step is a crucial building block that will help you cultivate a life infused with confidence and purpose. By synthesizing self-reflection with action, you set the stage for remarkable growth, expanding your belief in your abilities. Understanding your strengths starts with a deep dive into self-awareness. To truly appreciate who you are and what makes you shine, spend time revisiting your past milestones. Recall moments when you felt proudest of yourself. These memories often reveal the core aspects of your character and capability. In doing so, you're not merely looking for accomplishments, but rather enshrining the qualities that sparked those successes. Perhaps it was your resilience that powered you through a tough period, or your creativity that brought a solution to a lingering problem. As you connect with these intrinsic qualities, you tap into the energy that cultivates steadfast confidence. Reflecting on your unique experiences serves to deepen this understanding. Consider how your journey has shaped the person you are today. Every setback, challenge, and triumph contribute to a mosaic of lessons that only you possess. For instance, think about someone who overcame struggles with communication, a common obstacle many face. By embracing that challenge, exploring its facets, and emerging on the other side, that individual gains invaluable insight into the importance of connection and articulation. This unique perspective is not a hindrance, but a distinct strength. By consciously recognizing how your experiences have morphed into areas where you excel, you fortify your self-belief. With that foundation laid down, it's time to take action and weave insights into your daily life. Start small, like setting intentions every morning that remind you of what you value about yourself. Incorporate affirmations into your routine that affirm your strengths and capabilities. For example, say to yourself, "I am resilient, and I will approach today's challenges with strength and determination." This simple practice not only amplifies your confidence, but creates a new routine that embraces a growth mindset. You aren't merely surviving the day, but enhancing every moment, ensuring each decision and interaction reflects the strengths you've identified. Additionally, seek opportunities to showcase your unique strengths. Engage in activities that resonate with your abilities, be it through volunteering, collaborating on projects, or simply initiating conversations that matter to you. This engagement fortifies your confidence as you realize that sharing your strengths with the world enriches not only your life, but those around you. Remember, the journey to uncovering your inner strength is ongoing, and every day offers a chance to expand further. At the core of this journey is the understanding that what may once have felt out of reach is now well within your capacity to attain. Embrace the belief that positive change is not a matter of if, but a matter of when you wholeheartedly commit to recognizing and acting on your inherent strengths. It's time to take your first step, confidently weaving a new narrative that honors who you are and who you are becoming. Taking charge of this endeavor is a pivotal moment as you prepare to live life from a place of strength, empowered to create the future you envision. Meet Sarah, a high school teacher who was once overwhelmed by the challenges of her role. Despite her passion for teaching, she faced moments of self-doubt, questioning her effectiveness in the classroom. Instead of succumbing to this negativity, Sarah chose to cultivate a growth mindset. She began to view her obstacles as opportunities for learning. When a lesson didn't resonate with her students, rather than feeling discouraged, she sought feedback, attended professional development workshops, and experimented with innovative teaching methods. As a result, not only did her students start engaging more deeply with the material, but Sarah also discovered a newfound confidence in her ability to inspire others. Her journey exemplifies how embracing challenges can lead to remarkable personal and professional growth. How might you identify a recent challenge or failure and reframe it as a powerful learning opportunity? Consider ways in which embracing that experience could reveal hidden strengths you didn't realize you possessed. How might you incorporate daily practices into your routine that reinforce your self-belief, such as writing affirmations or setting intentions each morning? Think about how these small actions can create a ripple effect across your day, fueling your confidence and resilience. How might you seek feedback from trusted friends or colleagues about your strengths and areas for growth? Embracing their perspectives can offer valuable insights that empower you to recognize your capabilities and inspire you to take action toward personal development. As we close this chapter, remember that every great journey towards unlocking your potential begins with the realization of your inner strength. Embrace this newfound awareness and let it ignite the fire within you to pursue your dreams, fearlessly. The tools you've acquired here will serve as a blueprint for your transformation, enabling you to rewire your mindset and cultivate an unwavering sense of self-belief. In the next chapter, we will delve deeper into the science of confidence, uncovering how our brain functions in ways that can either support or hinder our journey. By understanding these principles, you'll learn to harness the power of neuroplasticity, shaping your thoughts and behaviors for lasting change. Before you move forward, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where you'll find a wealth of insights and practices designed to empower your personal development journey further. Together, let's continue building the life that you've always envisioned. Chapter 2: The Science of Confidence. Have you ever wondered why some people radiate confidence while others seem to wrestle with intense self-doubt? This intriguing question opens the door to exploring the intricate mechanisms behind confidence and its profound impact on our lives. In this chapter, we'll delve deep into the science of confidence, unlocking the secrets that can transform your understanding of yourself and your abilities. Understanding how confidence operates in our brains is a powerful tool that can reshape our paths to success. Confidence is not simply a trait we either possess or lack. It is a dynamic state intricately linked to our thoughts, emotions, and actions. The remarkable concept of neuroplasticity reveals that our brains have the amazing ability to rewire themselves based on our experiences and beliefs. Research shows that when we engage in activities that challenge us and push us out of our comfort zones, we simultaneously strengthen the neural connections that foster resilience and self-efficacy. By consciously cultivating positive thoughts and behaviors, we can expand our brain's capacity for confidence, creating a self-reinforcing cycle that propels us toward our goals. Let's take a moment to share the story of Tom, a young man who navigated the world of athletics yet always felt overshadowed by his well-endowed peers. As someone who appreciated the sport but struggled with insecurities, he often hesitated to step onto the field during practice, fearing his performance wouldn't measure up. However, Tom decided to change his narrative. He committed to smaller, achievable goals, gradually increasing their difficulty. By celebrating each small victory, whether it was improving his sprint time or mastering a new technique, Tom noticed significant shifts within himself. Over time, he transformed his approach, recognizing that confidence is built through persistence. His story exemplifies how confidence grows not in the absence of doubt, but in the face of consistent effort and a willingness to learn. This reformation of thought leads us to a powerful realization. Confidence is like a muscle that requires regular exercise. It thrives on challenges and nurtures resilience. The more you practice within a supportive environment, whether through engaging in discussions, taking on new responsibilities, or simply sharing your thoughts with others, the more momentum you build toward becoming your most confident self. Embracing opportunities as they come, rather than shying away from them, reshapes your brain's pathways and reinforces your capacity to confront challenges head-on. To reframe our understanding of confidence is to acknowledge it as a state we can actively cultivate, rather than a fixed attribute we either have or lack. This empowering shift can inspire you to view challenges in a different light, as stepping stones toward a more confident self. So as we navigate the intricacies of building confidence, remember that the journey is just as crucial as the destination. The exploration of your mind and its expansive potential lies right before you. Embrace the knowledge that with every small step you take today, you are forging the path for a future where confidence is your constant companion. Acknowledge your self-doubts. Then reframe these thoughts as opportunities for growth and actively practice confidence-building exercises. This three-step blueprint frames our journey toward confidence, inviting you to confront self-doubt head-on and unleash your true potential. By taking these proactive steps, you create an actionable plan that propels you into a new phase of self-discovery and empowerment. As you acknowledge your self-doubts, allow yourself the grace to understand that everyone encounters feelings of uncertainty. This acknowledgement isn't a sign of weakness. It's the first step towards transforming fear into something constructive. Think of self-doubt as a wayward friend that often misleads you, but can, with the right perspective, show you areas where you need to grow. Lean into these feelings without judgment. Reflect on what specific fears are holding you back and dissect them. What you're doing here is not wallowing in negativity, but uncovering key insight into your triggers and thought patterns. This transformational practice sets the groundwork for addressing these insecurities with clarity and intention. Next, it's essential to reframe your thoughts, shifting your lens from limitations to possibilities. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, practice seeing them as valuable lessons that offer guidance. Embrace the notion that each challenge adds to your toolbox of experiences, enhancing your emotional resilience. Fostering a mindset pivot allows you to start approaching situations with curiosity rather than apprehension. For example, instead of thinking, "What if I fail?" contemplate, "What can I learn from this experience?" This slight shift has a profound impact. It opens a door to creativity and adaptability, allowing you to view life as an evolving journey where your experiences shape you positively. To reinforce this new way of thinking, immerse yourself in confidence-building exercises. These can take many forms. They may include visualizing your success, engaging in positive self-talk, or practicing in safe environments where failure carries little weight but provides immense learning potential. Try visualizing an upcoming presentation or meeting and envisioning yourself succeeding effortlessly. This mental rehearsal reduces anxiety, helping to bridge the gap between fear and achievement. Similarly, push yourself to take small risks, whether that's contributing a new idea in a meeting or initiating a conversation with someone you admire. These actions drum up courage and cultivate confidence over time. Finally, embrace the idea that confidence isn't a destination. It is a continuous journey filled with growth, adaptation, and ongoing discoveries about yourself. Every time you take responsible risks and navigate uncertainty, you chip away at those self-imposed barriers and reinforce a newfound sense of self. The key is consistency, reminding yourself that confidence flourishes through regular practice. The more you engage in these practices, the more definitive your transformation will be. As you step away from this chapter, carry with you the understanding that confidence can be cultivated and that a growth mindset is your greatest ally. Embrace the positive changes you've initiated and let them propel you forward. Remember that you have the power within you to tap into deeper reservoirs of self-assuredness, illuminating a path for growth, success, and fulfillment. With each small step, you're building a stronger, more confident version of yourself. Ready to tackle life's next adventures. Consider Emily, a software developer who recently faced a setback when her project didn't pass the initial review. Instead of feeling defeated, she approached the situation with a growth mindset. She scheduled a meeting with her team to gather constructive feedback, viewing the critique as an opportunity for improvement rather than a personal failure. Emily meticulously analyzed the suggestions, actively seeking to understand what went wrong and how to enhance her work. She dedicated time to learn new coding techniques and even engaged in online workshops to strengthen her skills. When she resubmitted her project, it not only met expectations, but exceeded them. Emily's experience exemplifies how embracing challenges can lead to personal growth and professional success. How might you identify a recent challenge you've encountered and analyze it for the lessons it holds? Consider how embracing feedback and understanding your responses can deepen your growth. How might you challenge a negative thought about your abilities by reframing it into a question that opens up possibilities? Think about how this shift can change your approach to future situations and enhance your confidence. How might you create a personal action plan that incorporates specific confidence-building exercises into your weekly routine? Reflect on how committing to these practices can gradually transform your mindset and reinforce your self-assuredness. As we conclude this chapter, remember that confidence is not merely an innately given trait. It is a skill that you can actively rewire within yourself through intention and practice. By embracing challenges, reframing negative thoughts, and continuously engaging in confidence-building exercises, you ignite a transformation that empowers you to face the world fearlessly. In the next chapter, we will unlock the science behind self-doubt, diving deep into understanding its origins so you can dismantle its hold on your mind. Your journey to lasting confidence continues, and I'm excited to explore these layers with you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, for more insights and strategies that will fuel your growth and empower your path to success. Together, let's blueprint a future where you can thrive. Chapter 3: Overcoming Self-Doubt. What if the only thing standing between you and your greatest potential is the voice of self-doubt whispering in your ear? This thought-provoking question invites us to examine the pervasive nature of self-doubt and its impact on our aspirations. In this chapter, we will explore practical strategies for overcoming that inner critic, harnessing your mental resilience to break through barriers and step into your power. Understanding how to counter self-doubt will not only boost your self-esteem, but also create pathways toward achieving your goals and dreams. Self-doubt often feels like an insurmountable wall, obscuring our vision of success and leaving us vulnerable to the unflattering assumptions about ourselves. Yet, by uncovering the roots of this self-doubt, we can begin to dismantle it. Research conducted by psychologist Dr. Carol Dweck reveals that our beliefs about our abilities significantly influence our performance. Individuals who adopt a growth mindset, understanding that skills can be developed through effort, are more resilient in the face of challenges. This profound insight illustrates that viewing obstacles as opportunities for growth can transform self-doubt from a hindrance into a powerful catalyst for development. Consider the story of Jake, an artist who consistently wrestled with self-doubt as he pursued his passion. Whenever he prepared for an exhibit, he would spiral into a cycle of negative self-talk, questioning whether his work was good enough for public scrutiny. A pivotal moment arrived when he decided to change his perspective. Instead of allowing self-doubt to dominate his thoughts, Jake committed to viewing every criticism as constructive input rather than a judgment of his worth. He began to engage with fellow artists and sought feedback, reframing doubts into lessons about what to improve. This newfound approach not only enhanced his skills but also fostered a supportive community where he felt empowered to share his art more freely. As we journey deeper into overcoming self-doubt, it's crucial to embrace practices that enforce a positive self-image. Begin by consciously challenging those negative beliefs when they arise. When an unflattering thought creeps in, like, "I'm not qualified for this," shift your focus to affirmations of your capabilities. "I have the skills required, and I'm continually improving." This act of self-affirmation increasingly rewires your brain to acknowledge your worth and abilities, fostering a more resilient mindset. Creating a feedback loop where you actively focus on your accomplishments, no matter how small, can infuse positivity into your self-image, establishing a foundation for confidence to flourish. Moreover, remember that self-doubt is a common experience shared by many, even those who appear the most successful. The journey of overcoming self-doubt is not a solitary battle. It unites us in our shared humanity. By understanding that feelings of inadequacy are often fueled by universal beliefs rather than facts, you begin to see self-doubt for what it is, a transient state that can be navigated and transformed. Embrace the idea that as you confront and manage your doubts, you step closer to becoming your true self, one filled with potential, creativity, and resilience. This chapter shines a light on the empowered ability we all possess to overcome self-doubt, revealing that the narrative we tell ourselves can define our reality. Instead of allowing doubt to dictate your actions, take control. Your journey to redefine self-doubt is just beginning, and the possibilities that await are endless. Embrace this chapter as a transformative opportunity, one that brings you closer to the confident and capable person you aspire to be. Recognize negative thoughts, challenge their validity, and replace them with empowering affirmations. This three-step blueprint serves as a powerful foundation for overcoming self-doubt and transforming your mindset. By remaining proactive in acknowledging and reframing your thoughts, you open the door to a more empowered version of yourself, one that shines in the face of adversity. Begin by recognizing negative thoughts as they surface. This step may seem simple, but it requires a conscious effort to stop and take stock of your internal dialogue. As you go about your day, pay attention to moments when a self-doubting thought creeps in. Whether it's during a work presentation or while attempting a new activity, be vigilant about those critical inner whispers that undermine your confidence. Recognizing these thoughts is an important first step. It helps you build awareness and provides clarity to understand the mindset you currently inhabit. This practice cultivates self-awareness, paving the way for the next step. Once you've acknowledged these self-doubts, the next necessary action is to challenge their validity. Consider the evidence for and against the negative claims you're making about yourself. Ask yourself questions like, is this thought truly reflective of my abilities or potential, or am I simply being overly critical? By engaging in this dialogue with yourself, you dismantle the unfounded beliefs that have long dictated your actions. This mental exercise encourages you to confront the roots of your fears, empowering you to take back control. The more you learn to question these damaging assumptions, the weaker they become, allowing for a greater sense of clarity to emerge. Finally, focus on replacing those limiting thoughts with empowering affirmations. Craft statements that resonate with the truth of who you are, always leading with, I am or I can. For instance, instead of saying, I will fail, shift your self-talk to, I'm capable of handling challenges, or I learn and grow with each experience. Writing these affirmations down and reciting them daily enforces a new mindset that invigorates and empowers you. Surround yourself with reminders of your worth. Post notes where you can see them frequently, or even enlist a trusted friend to help reinforce these positive beliefs. These affirmations can create a ripple effect of growth, instilling in you an unwavering belief in your capabilities. As you immerse yourself in these practices, keep in mind that overcoming self-doubt is a continuous journey. There may be moments when the unsettling grip of doubt reappears, attempting to cloud your progress. Whenever this happens, treat these encounters as opportunities to practice resilience. Each time you combat self-doubt with awareness, questioning, and affirmations, you build a stronger foundation for your self-belief. Remember, it's not about eliminating self-doubt entirely, but learning to navigate it with confidence and grace. In this chapter, we've laid the groundwork for understanding and overcoming self-doubt, illustrating that the path to confidence is within reach. You now possess the tools to recognize your worth, challenge inner criticism, and assertively proclaim your potential. Let these lessons resonate as you move through the world, reminding you that self-doubt does not define you. It's simply a voice that can be quieted. Embrace the journey ahead, knowing that each step forward enhances your capacity to thrive, empowering you to realize that the life you envision is yours for the taking. Meet Laura, a young entrepreneur who launched her own bakery. In the beginning, she faced numerous challenges, such as inconsistent sales and a lack of customer feedback, which fueled her self-doubt. Rather than giving up, Laura embraced a growth mindset. She reached out to her customers for honest reviews and used that feedback to make meaningful changes to her recipes and marketing strategy. She also sought mentorship from successful bakers, absorbing their wisdom and advice. With each adjustment, Laura saw her confidence and customer base grow. Her willingness to learn from setbacks transformed her bakery into a thriving enterprise. Laura's journey exemplifies how embracing challenges and seeking growth can lead not only to individual success, but also to profound personal development. How might you identify a recent situation where self-doubt held you back, and reflect on the beliefs that fueled those doubts? Consider how understanding these underlying thoughts can help you reframe your perspective moving forward. How might you challenge a specific limiting belief you hold about your abilities by gathering evidence of your past successes? Think about how presenting this evidence to yourself can serve to reinforce your confidence and reshape your self-image. How might you integrate daily affirmations into your routine that affirm your strengths and capabilities? Reflect on how committing to this practice can gradually transform your inner dialogue and bolster your resilience against self-doubt. As we wrap up this chapter, remember that overcoming self-doubt is not a leap, but a series of small steps that can gradually rewire your mindset and ignite your confidence. You possess the power to challenge those limiting beliefs and replace them with positive affirmations, crafting a new narrative that embraces your potential. In the next chapter, we will uncover transformative strategies for turning fear into a powerful ally, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with newfound strength. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, so you can continue receiving valuable insights and support on your journey to becoming the most confident version of yourself. Together, we will continue building a powerful foundation for your growth and success. Chapter 4. Transforming Fear into Power. Have you ever felt paralyzed by fear? Standing at the edge of a decision, hesitating to leap? This powerful sensation can seem daunting, but what if I told you that fear is not your enemy, but a powerful ally waiting to be harnessed? In this chapter, we will explore how to transform fear into a catalyst for growth, showing you that facing your fears head-on can unlock a world of possibilities. Learning to see fear not as a barrier, but as a guide to what matters most, can change how you approach challenges in your life. Fear, while often viewed negatively, is a natural emotion designed to protect us from harm. It stems from our instinctual response to perceived threats, helping us navigate the complexities of life. However, when fear becomes overwhelming, it can inhibit our ability to pursue opportunities and engage fully in life. Research indicates that when we confront our fears instead of avoiding them, we empower ourselves to grow. A study published in the journal Emotion shows that individuals who face their fears tend to experience increased resilience and self-confidence. By acknowledging that fear can be reframed into an opportunity for personal development, you begin to recognize its potential to propel you toward success. Let's take the story of Alex, an aspiring writer who dreamed of publishing novels. For years, Alex perceived his fear of rejection so profoundly that it paralyzed him from submitting his work. He harbored the belief that negative feedback would validate his fears about inadequacy. One day, a close friend encouraged him to challenge these thoughts. Inspired by this advice, Alex decided to confront his fear head-on. He joined a local writing group where members shared their work and offered constructive criticism. Initially, feeling exposed and vulnerable, he learned that most of his fellow writers shared the same apprehensions about rejection. The more he engaged with his peers, the more he realized that constructive feedback was not a judgment of his worth, but a means to grow as a writer. This new understanding allowed Alex to transform his fear into a source of motivation and courage, ultimately leading him to submit his manuscript to publishers, thus taking significant steps toward realizing his dreams. To capitalize on this transformative process, begin by acknowledging your fears without judgment. What are they? Write them down and examine each one closely. Next, explore how these fears have influenced your choices. Realizing that your fears, while real, can be redirected toward empowerment is essential. Scholars have found that reframing fear as excitement can physiologically change how your body responds to situations. Instead of dreading an upcoming presentation, for instance, tell yourself you are excited for the opportunity to share your ideas. This mental shift allows you to alter your emotional response to fear, making it less paralyzing and more motivating. As you navigate this chapter on transforming fear into power, remember that fearless action does not mean the absence of fear. It is about learning to coexist with it. When you face fear with curiosity and courage, recognizing its potential to inspire growth, you open the door to a realm where your aspirations can flourish. Each step you take towards embracing your fears lays the foundation for a more resilient self. By reframing your perception of fear, you'll unlock the power within to conquer challenges and embrace opportunities with confidence and enthusiasm. Embrace your fear, breathe through the discomfort, and take bold action toward your goals. This three-step blueprint sets a powerful tone for transforming fear into a constructive force in your life. By acknowledging fear rather than avoiding it, you open the door to profound personal growth and new experiences, setting the stage for meaningful progress. Begin your journey by embracing your fear. This concept may seem daunting at first, but understanding fear as an inherent part of your human experience is essential. Instead of running away from fear, allow yourself to feel it deeply for its essence. When you acknowledge its presence without judgment, you create a space where you can examine the feelings it evokes. To liberate yourself from the tight grip of fear, practice sitting with it. Whether through meditation, journaling, or quiet reflection, give yourself permission to explore the reasons behind your fear, affirming that it is a normal reaction. This process is crucial for fostering resilience, as it lays the groundwork for the actions you need to take. Follow this awareness with a conscious decision to breathe through the discomfort. Fear can cause your body to react physically, leading to shallow breathing or a racing heart. Remember that these changes in your body are temporary states that can be managed. Ground yourself by taking slow, deep breaths, connecting your mind to your body, and creating a sense of calm. Invite tranquility into your space, reminding yourself that you can handle this moment. Visualize fear's intensity, dissolving with each exhalation. This practice of mindful breathing not only calms your body, but also strengthens your resolve, allowing you to regroup emotionally before taking action. Finally, take bold steps toward your goals. Once you have anchored yourself in calmness and awareness, it's time to act despite the fear that may linger. Commit to small, actionable steps that propel you forward, making the daunting feel manageable. Just as Alex transformed his writing career by submitting his work, you too can take your first step that feels authentic to you. Whether it's speaking up in a meeting, taking on a challenging project, or pursuing a passion, each forward motion amplifies your confidence and diminishes the power of fear over time. Celebrate every small victory, as each success is a testament to your courage and resilience, solidifying the realization that you are capable of overcoming fear. Through this potent transformation of fear, you will uncover a deep reservoir of personal power that propels you toward your goals. Make a commitment to yourself. Notice where fear arises and respond to it thoughtfully rather than reflexively. Reframing fear into an opportunity activates your true potential and shifts your focus towards possibilities instead of limitations. As we conclude this insightful exploration, remember that fear serves a purpose. It can motivate growth and highlight what truly matters to you. Trust in the process and lean into your newfound strength as you continue on this journey of self-discovery. The path ahead is bright with potential, and your ability to transform fear into power will make all the difference. Embrace the challenge, unlock your potential, and step into a world where your fears guide you forward rather than holding you back. Consider Julia, a high school teacher who wanted to implement a new interactive teaching strategy to engage her students, but felt overwhelmed by the fear of not being successful. Rather than shying away from this uncertainty, she embraced it. Julia approached her colleagues for advice and researched best practices, viewing her reluctance as an opportunity to improve. During the initial trial of her new approach, she solicited feedback from her students, allowing their reactions to guide her adjustments. Though not every lesson went as planned, Julia transformed frustration into a learning experience, enhancing her techniques with each iteration. Ultimately, her willingness to confront her fears transformed her classroom into a dynamic learning environment, illustrating the power of a growth mindset in action. How might you identify a recent fear that has held you back from pursuing a goal? And what steps can you take to embrace that fear instead of avoiding it? Consider how this process can open up new pathways for personal growth. How might you practice mindful breathing the next time you encounter discomfort or anxiety? Reflect on how this technique can help ground you and create a more supportive mental space for taking action. How might you take a small but bold step toward a goal you've been hesitant to pursue, and how can you celebrate that action to reinforce your progress? Think about how embracing this practice can boost your confidence and encourage you to continue moving forward despite any lingering fears. As we conclude this chapter, remember that by embracing your fears, you can rewire your mind to ignite powerful growth and transformation. Fear is not an obstacle. It is a guide that leads you to the very opportunities you seek. In the next chapter, we will explore strategies for shifting your mindset, allowing you to build resilience and create a strong foundation for success. You'll learn how to construct a blueprint for a more self-assured you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where you'll find more insights and strategies to empower your journey. Together, let's continue unlocking your potential and fostering a life filled with possibilities. Chapter 5. shifting your mindset. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, "I can't do this," just as you were about to take a leap? This common thought can trap us in a cycle of limiting beliefs that hinder our growth and potential. In this chapter, we'll explore how shifting your mindset can open doors to new possibilities, empowering you to break free from those self-imposed limitations. By learning to reframe your thinking, you can cultivate a more positive, resilient outlook that drives you forward. The way we perceive our experiences can profoundly influence the outcomes we achieve. When we adopt a fixed mindset, we often view challenges as daunting obstacles that we cannot overcome. On the flip side, a growth mindset encourages us to see challenges as valuable opportunities for development. Research from Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck reveals that individuals with a growth mindset are more likely to embrace challenges, learn from criticism, and persist in the face of setbacks. This powerful insight highlights that our beliefs about our abilities shape our actions. The narrative we tell ourselves can sculpt our reality, making it essential to step back and evaluate the stories we have created. Let's consider Mia, a dedicated runner who experienced a significant setback when she was unable to complete her marathon training due to an injury. Initially, her fixed mindset told her that this failure meant she lacked the endurance to succeed. Rather than succumbing to self-doubt, Mia chose to shift her perspective. She recognized this injury as a necessary part of her journey, an opportunity to learn about self-care and proper training techniques. Instead of focusing on what her experience lacked, Mia devoted her time to learning about rehabilitation, nutrition, and mental fortitude. By reframing her circumstances, she transformed a potential defeat into a step toward growth, ultimately returning stronger than ever for her next race. To shift your mindset, start by practicing awareness. Pay attention to the language you use when speaking to yourself. Are your thoughts rooted in encouragement or negativity? When you notice skepticism creeping in, challenge those thoughts actively. Replace phrases like, "I'm not good enough," with, "I am learning and improving every day." Embrace the notion that every experience, good or bad, contributes to your ability to evolve. This thoughtful revision of self-talk is the bedrock of a positive mindset. As you infuse your life with more constructive thoughts, engage in practices that encourage further growth. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who uplift and inspire you. This strong support network can reinforce your newfound mindset shifts, providing motivation when self-doubt threatens to ensue. Engage in activities that bring you joy and challenge you simultaneously, providing fertile ground for exercising your growth mindset. In closing this section, understand that shifting your mindset is not a one-time effort, but a continuous journey. Each day provides you with countless choices to redirect your thoughts toward growth. As you cultivate this mindset, you will find yourself stepping boldly into new scenarios, unfazed by fear and open to embracing challenges. Remember, the only barriers that truly exist are those you create in your mind. By consciously adopting a growth mindset, you have the power to transform your narrative and navigate life with renewed purpose and clarity. Your potential truly lies beyond perceived limitations, ready to be unlocked through a shift in your thinking. Recognize your limiting beliefs, reframe them into growth-oriented thoughts, and commit to continuous learning. This three-step blueprint provides a foundation for cultivating a growth mindset that propels you forward, encouraging you to embrace each experience as a valuable opportunity for development. The first step, recognizing limiting beliefs, requires a profound level of self-awareness. Begin by identifying the thoughts that pop up when you face challenges. These often insidious thoughts may sound like, "I'm not capable enough," or "I'll never succeed." By shining a spotlight on these beliefs, you begin to understand their influence over your actions and choices. A powerful practice is to journal about these beliefs, as articulating them deepens your understanding and allows you to confront them honestly. It's essential to remember that we all possess these beliefs. Acknowledging them does not make them true. It merely highlights the critical first step toward dismantling them. The second step involves reframing these limiting beliefs into growth-oriented thoughts. Upon identifying them, take a moment to consciously shift your thinking. For example, change "I'll never be able to do this" to I can learn how to overcome this challenge. This simple rephrasing can help shift your perspective from one of defeat to one of potential. Engaging in this practice creates a mental habit that reinforces a growth mindset over time, as repetitive, positive affirmations can gradually erode self-doubt. By capturing your limiting beliefs and transforming them into constructive statements, you create an empowering thought pattern that fuels your journey forward. The third step is committing to continuous learning. Understand that adopting a growth mindset involves embracing a lifelong commitment to personal development. Explore new skills, engage in courses, read books, or attend workshops that foster growth in your areas of interest. Consider how the act of learning not only enhances your skills but cultivates resilience against self-limiting beliefs. Each step toward acquiring knowledge sharpens your confidence, affirming your ability to adapt and thrive. As you practice these steps, consider the story of Robert, a budding musician who once believed he was too old to learn guitar. Whenever he tried to play, negative thoughts flooded his mind, convincing him that he simply didn't have the talent required. However, one day, Robert stumbled upon an online community of older beginners experiencing similar challenges. This made him realize he wasn't alone in his journey. Inspired, he committed to learning alongside others, reframing his initial belief into, "I can progress little by little," transforming his setbacks into milestones of success. As he progressed, Robert discovered joy in the gradual process of mastery, which ignited his passion for music. As you integrate these practices into your life, remember that every thought holds significant power. By consistently recognizing, reframing, and committing to learning, you unleash the potential within you, allowing your growth mindset to flourish. Over time, you will find that your fears shrink in the face of your increasing self-assurance, and the obstacles you feared before will start transforming into challenges you're eager to tackle. Embrace the understanding that a shift in mindset is not just a change in thoughts, it's a revolution in how you engage with the world. Your potential knows no bounds when fueled by a commitment to growth, and the possibilities waiting for you are indeed limitless. Allow yourself to step into this dynamic journey, trusting that each experience broadens your horizons and enriches your life story. You have the power to ignite change, reshaping your path, and unlocking your true capabilities. Meet Sam, a middle school teacher who faced challenges introducing a new interactive curriculum to his students. Initially, he struggled as several lessons fell flat, leaving him frustrated and questioning his abilities. Instead of giving in to self-doubt, Sam embraced a growth mindset. He sought feedback from his students and realized they needed more hands-on activities. Using their input, he redesigned the lessons to incorporate more group projects and creative discussions. As a result, student engagement skyrocketed, and their enthusiasm for learning increased. Sam celebrated these changes, understanding that each setback was an opportunity for improvement. His journey exemplifies how cultivating a growth mindset can turn challenges into a pathway for success, enriching both his teaching and his students' experiences. How might you identify a specific limiting belief that has been holding you back from pursuing a goal? And what steps can you take to challenge and reframe that belief into a more empowering perspective? Reflect on how this process can shift your mindset. How might you seek constructive feedback from others as a pathway for growth? Consider how engaging with trusted friends or colleagues can provide valuable insights to help you refine your approach and foster a more resilient attitude. How might you incorporate a continuous learning practice into your daily routine? Think about how setting aside dedicated time to explore new skills or interests can enhance your personal development and reinforce your growth mindset. As we conclude this chapter, remember that shifting your mindset is not just a choice. It is a powerful decision that can rewire your thinking and ignite your potential for growth. By recognizing and reframing your limiting beliefs, you set the stage for new opportunities that empower you to chase your dreams. In our next chapter, we will explore practical strategies for developing self-trust, allowing you to build a strong foundation that supports your journey toward success. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where you will find invaluable insights and tools tailored to help you thrive. Together, let's continue crafting a life filled with possibilities and purpose. Chapter 6: Developing Self-Trust. Have you ever noticed how your inner voice can either propel you forward or hold you back? This subtle yet powerful dialogue is the foundation of self-trust, a critical element that influences every aspect of your life. In this chapter, we will explore the art of developing self-trust, allowing you to cultivate a deeper connection with yourself that fosters confidence and encourages you to chase your dreams. By learning to trust your instincts, you create a solid platform from which you can confidently navigate life's challenges. Self-trust begins with understanding the value of honoring your feelings and instincts. When you listen to your inner voice and act upon it, you reinforce your ability to navigate situations effectively. Through this process, you build a strong sense of reliability in yourself that fuels your personal and professional decisions. Research supports this idea. A study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that individuals with higher self-trust are more likely to make decisions aligned with their goals and values, leading to greater overall satisfaction with their lives. This underscores the profound impact self-trust has on the quality of our choices and our experiences. Let's consider the story of Nina, a talented graphic designer who often second-guessed herself. Despite her creativity, she hesitated to offer her innovative ideas during team meetings, fearing they wouldn't be accepted. One day, her manager encouraged her to share her thoughts more openly. After pondering this advice, Nina resolved to trust her instincts during discussions. She began experimenting with creative pitches, gradually presenting her ideas in a more confident manner. To her amazement, her colleagues embraced her input, and her design started gaining recognition. Through this experience, Nina cultivated a newfound belief in her abilities, demonstrating how trusting herself allowed her to thrive in her vocation. As you journey towards developing self-trust, begin by reflecting on your past experiences. Identify times when you listened to your gut and how that influenced the outcomes. This evaluation helps establish a pattern of past successes that you can lean on as you build this important quality within yourself. Alongside this reflection, practice affirmations that nurture self-trust. Simple statements like, "I am capable," or "I trust my instincts," reinforce the belief in your own abilities, encouraging positive thoughts and reactions to challenges. It's also essential to acknowledge that developing self-trust is a gradual journey. Embrace small steps that empower you to act on your convictions. This could be as simple as sharing your opinion in a meeting or making decisions without overanalyzing the results. Each step taken hinges on your capacity to respond to yourself and your feelings. The more you practice accepting and acting on your instincts, the more you reinforce that self-trust. As we continue through this journey of self-discovery, conceive of self-trust not just as a trait, but as a skill that can be honed. This intrinsic ability not only cultivates confidence, but also encourages you to step outside your comfort zone, transforming your entire outlook on life. By fostering this belief in yourself, you empower your future potential, paving the path for growth, resilience, and success. Remember that to truly embrace the life you desire, it begins with a simple yet profound realization. You are worthy of your trust. Allow this understanding to steer you toward fulfillment, as trusting yourself opens up a world brimming with possibilities. Acknowledge your achievements, practice mindfulness in decision-making, and embrace vulnerability as a strength. This three-step blueprint serves as a powerful guide to developing self-trust, encouraging you to reconnect with your personal strengths, cultivate awareness, and see vulnerability not as a weakness, but as a gateway to authentic connections and growth. Begin by acknowledging your achievements, no matter how small. This process allows you to build a tangible sense of your capabilities and reinforces your belief in yourself. Take time to reflect on moments in your life where you faced challenges and succeeded. Write down these achievements to create a list that serves as a reminder of your resilience and skills. As you look back over your accomplishments, recognize the qualities and decisions that led you to those successes. Celebrating your journey, no matter its scale, nurtures self-affirmation, strengthening your self-trust, and providing a positive counterbalance to self-doubt. The next step is to practice mindfulness in your decision-making. Becoming aware of your thoughts as you navigate through choices enhances your ability to choose paths that align with your core values and aspirations. Mindfulness encourages you to be present in the moment and to tap into your intuition when making decisions. To implement this practice, create moments of stillness in your day, even if for a few minutes, to reflect on what you truly want. Consider how each decision impacts your overarching goals and feelings. When you give yourself structured time to think through choices, you cultivate space for clarity, thereby fostering trust in your instincts. Making decisions aligned with your authentic self bolsters your confidence in the choices you make, reinforcing the belief that you can navigate uncertainty effectively. Embracing vulnerability is perhaps the most transformative step in developing self-trust. Contrary to popular belief, vulnerability is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it reveals the courage to be authentic and connect genuinely with yourself and others. This willingness to show up as your true self, complete with fears and insecurities, breeds a deeper sense of trust within. Allowing yourself to share your thoughts, feelings, and uncertainties with others creates a supportive environment where growth becomes possible. Consider the practice of sharing your aspirations and struggles with a close friend or trusted colleague. Their encouragement will not only help you feel validated, but also motivate you to build on your strengths. Trusting yourself enough to invite feedback and insights from others can lead you to discover new insights and pathways you may not have considered before. Developing self-trust is a dynamic journey that requires ongoing reflection and practice. In moments of self-doubt, return to your three-step blueprint of acknowledgement, mindfulness, and vulnerability. Reassess your thoughts and feelings, remind yourself of your achievements, and lean into the support of those around you. You will discover that with each small step towards trusting yourself, you build a more profound connection with your inner voice, ultimately enabling you to take larger leaps toward your aspirations. As we conclude this chapter, understand that self-trust is not about achieving perfection or avoiding mistakes. It is about cultivating a deep belief in your own abilities and knowing that each choice is a learning opportunity. The path of building self-trust nurtures resilience, empowering you to face challenges with confidence. Each instance you reaffirm your trust in yourself paves the way for greater fulfillment, allowing you to design the life you envision with certainty and purpose. Embrace this journey, knowing that the more you trust yourself, the closer you get to unveiling your greatest potential. Meet Daniel, an aspiring chef who dreamed of opening his own restaurant. After several tough critiques during culinary school, he often felt discouraged and questioned his abilities. Instead of letting self-doubt consume him, Daniel chose to embrace a growth mindset. He sought feedback from instructors, eagerly asking about areas for improvement. Inspired, he began experimenting with new recipes and techniques at home, viewing each failure as a learning opportunity. When his first pop-up restaurant event received mixed reviews, he didn't give up. Instead, he gathered customer feedback to refine his dishes. Daniel's determination and openness to change eventually led to a successful restaurant launch, illustrating how a growth mindset can transform challenges into stepping stones toward achieving one's dreams. How might you identify a recent setback or difficult situation and reframe it as a valuable learning experience? Reflect on the insights you gained from this challenge and how they can guide your future actions. How might you practice vulnerability in your daily interactions, whether with friends, colleagues, or family? Consider how sharing your struggles or uncertainties can foster deeper connections and mutual support. How might you create a list of your past achievements and strengths that reinforce your self-trust? Think about how regularly revisiting this list can serve as a source of motivation and reassurance when facing moments of self-doubt. As we conclude this chapter, remember that developing self-trust is a transformative journey that rewires your inner dialogue, allowing you to embrace opportunities with confidence and resilience. By acknowledging your achievements, practicing mindfulness in your decision-making, and embracing vulnerability, you lay the foundation for a strong, trust-filled relationship with yourself. In the next chapter, we will explore practical techniques for conquering negative thoughts, empowering you to shift from a mindset of limitation to one of possibility. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, for more insights and tools designed to illuminate your path to success. Together, let's continue building a future fueled by self-belief and opportunities. Chapter 7. Conquering Negative Thoughts. Have you ever felt trapped in a spiral of negative thoughts that cloud your judgment and undermine your confidence? This familiar struggle can seem overwhelming. But what if I told you that you have the power to break free from that cycle? In this chapter, we will explore practical strategies to help you conquer negative thoughts, transforming them from unseen barriers into stepping stones toward personal empowerment. By understanding how to address these harmful beliefs, you can foster a clearer, more confident mindset that propels you forward in every area of your life. Negative thoughts often sneak into our minds uninvited, showering us with self-doubt and limiting beliefs. These thoughts can influence our actions and decisions, creating a paralyzing effect that keeps us from reaching our true potential. However, research from the University of Toronto reveals that acknowledging and confronting negative thoughts leads to more effective problem-solving and decision-making. By actively engaging with these thoughts instead of suppressing them, we gain insight into our fears and challenge their validity. This proactive approach empowers us to see beyond our doubts and recognize the vast possibility that lies ahead. Think of Laura, a marketing executive who constantly wrestled with imposter syndrome. Whenever a new project arose, she was quick to question her capabilities. Instead of being hampered by self-doubt, she decided to confront her negative thoughts head-on. Laura began maintaining a journal where she documented her feelings and the instances that triggered her insecurities. This practice helped her identify patterns that illuminated the source of her fears. When she faced a significant client presentation, Laura chose to channel her anxiety productively. With the understanding that doubt was part of the journey, she focused on her preparation and rehearsed her presentation thoroughly. The result? She not only delivered a successful pitch, but also left the meeting filled with newfound confidence. Laura's experience exemplifies that recognizing and addressing our negative thoughts can lead to powerful breakthroughs. To conquer negative thoughts, start with a simple yet effective practice. Challenge their validity. When a critical thought arises, pause and ask yourself whether that statement is based on evidence or speculation. Often these thoughts have little grounding in reality. By reframing this dialogue, such as shifting, "I'll never be good enough," to "I've faced challenges before and overcome them," you begin to weaken the hold of negativity. This intentional practice helps create a strong foundation upon which to build self-trust and confidence. Additionally, consider surrounding yourself with supportive individuals who validate your strengths and encourage growth. Engaging with a positive network fosters a sense of belonging, reminding you that you're not alone in your struggles. Share your experiences with trusted friends or mentors, as doing so not only lessens the burden of negative thoughts, but also invites constructive feedback that helps you reframe your internal narrative. As you progress toward conquering these negative thoughts, keep in mind that cultivating resilience is an ongoing journey. Just as Laura discovered strength through self-reflection and positive evolution, you too have the tools within you to take charge of your mindset. Embrace this transformative journey with courage and commitment, and allow it to unveil the incredibly affirming narrative waiting to emerge from your own experiences. Remember that the thoughts you nurture shape your reality, so choose to focus on those that empower you, empowering you to step boldly into the life you envision. Acknowledge your negative thoughts, challenge their validity, and replace them with positive affirmations. This three-step blueprint lays the groundwork for overcoming self-defeating thoughts, empowering you to reshape your mindset and embrace each day with renewed confidence and clarity. Start by acknowledging your negative thoughts as they arise. This does not mean you have to accept them as truths. Rather, recognize that they exist and are affecting your mindset at that moment. Becoming aware of these thoughts is crucial for breaking free from their grip. Try to observe your thoughts without judgment, identifying patterns and triggers. By doing this regularly, You'll cultivate a heightened awareness of your mental landscape, which can help you combat negativity before it spirals out of control. By pausing to recognize these thoughts, you reduce their power over you, making it easier to address them head-on. Next, challenge the validity of your negative thoughts. When a self-critical voice creeps in, be it, "I'm not smart enough," or "I'll never be successful," pause and ask yourself, is there concrete evidence supporting this belief? More often than not, you'll realize that these thoughts are based on fear, assumptions, or past failures, rather than reality. Replace these harmful judgments with a balanced view of your capabilities. Remind yourself of your strengths, achievements, and the support you have from others. For instance, if you catch yourself saying, "I always mess things up," counter it with evidence of times you succeeded or learned positively from your mistakes. This reframing reorients your mind, encouraging a shift from a fixed mindset to a more expansive, growth-oriented perspective. Finally, replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Begin by crafting statements that inspire confidence and self-belief, such as "I am capable of achieving my goals," or "Every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow." Integrate these affirmations into your daily routine. Recite them aloud in the morning or write them down in a journal. By reaffirming your strengths and capabilities, you create a constructive mental environment that combats negativity. Over time, these affirmations will become a natural part of your thinking, helping you to dissolve the power of your negative thoughts. As you embark on this journey of conquering negative thoughts, let's turn to Gabriel, an ambitious entrepreneur facing imposter syndrome as he launched his startup. Overwhelmed by self-doubt, Gabriel often reinforced his fears with phrases like, "I don't know what I'm doing," and "I'll never succeed." Recognizing this pattern, he began to speak positively about himself and his capabilities, acknowledging his hard-earned skills and experiences. When the negative thoughts surfaced, he followed the 3-step blueprint, noting them down, challenging their validity against his achievements, and replacing them with affirmations like, "I bring value to my industry." Over time, this change in mindset led him to strive confidently toward his goals, securing clients and nurturing his business into a thriving enterprise. This illustrates how the continuous practice of acknowledgement, challenge, and affirmation can transform negative thought patterns into powerful motivators. Remember that conquering negative thoughts is an ongoing practice. By staying committed to this blueprint, you will unlock the ability to change the narrative you tell yourself, shaping your own future into one filled with hope and aspiration. Embrace the journey toward positivity and let it lead you to a confident, fulfilling life where every thought empowers you to achieve your greatest potential. The key is in your hands. Now, it's time to take action. Meet Ryan, a software engineer who recently faced a challenging project deadline. Initially overwhelmed by self-doubt, he worried that he wouldn't deliver the quality expected by his team. Rather than succumbing to negativity, Ryan embraced a growth mindset. He reached out to a mentor for guidance, asking for feedback on his initial ideas. With this support, he restructured his approach and developed a clearer plan. Throughout the project, Ryan viewed obstacles as opportunities to learn, refining his skills in problem-solving and time management. When the project was completed, not only did he meet the deadline, but he also gained newfound confidence in his abilities. Ryan's experience illustrates how a growth mindset can transform challenges into pathways for success and personal development. How might you identify a recent negative thought that has impacted your confidence, and what steps can you take to challenge and reframe it? Reflecting on this could provide valuable insights into how to shift your mindset. How might you practice expressing positive affirmations related to your abilities each morning? Consider how incorporating this habit into your daily routine can help reinforce a more empowering inner dialogue. How might you seek feedback from trusted friends or colleagues about your strengths? Engaging in this practice can give you a more balanced view of yourself and help counter any lingering negative thoughts. As we wrap up this chapter, remember that conquering negative thoughts is not merely about eliminating doubt. It's about rewiring your mindset to ignite a new narrative of positivity and empowerment. By acknowledging, challenging, and transforming your negative beliefs into affirmations, you create a strong foundation for lasting change. In our next chapter, we will explore the crucial topic of cultivating resilience, equipping you with tools to navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where you'll find a wealth of insights designed to support your journey toward personal growth and fulfillment. Together, let's continue to build the life you envision, one empowered step at a time. Chapter 8. Confidence in Action. Have you ever stood on the edge of an exciting opportunity, doubting whether you had the confidence to take the leap? This pivotal moment can determine whether you embrace possibilities or retreat into hesitation. In this chapter, we will unveil how to put your confidence into action, transforming belief into results, and igniting a journey of personal growth. When you harness your self-assurance in practical ways, you create a ripple effect that encourages further development and opens new doors. Taking confident action isn't just about bold moves. It involves a series of consistent, purposeful steps that align with your aspirations. When you commit to stepping outside your comfort zone, you enable yourself to gain practice and experience, thereby reinforcing your self-trust and belief in your capabilities. Research from the University of California indicates that actively engaging in tasks that challenge you can lead to improved levels of self-efficacy. This remarkable finding illustrates that the more you stretch your boundaries, the more your confidence flourishes. Let's consider the story of Clara, a freelance graphic designer who felt apprehensive about pitching her ideas to potential clients. For years, she allowed her insecurities to cloud her creativity, fully convinced her designs wouldn't resonate with others. After experiencing numerous rejections, Clara decided it was time to take action. Knowing she had the talent and dedication to succeed, she enrolled in a presentation skills workshop. This decision marked the turning point in her journey. The workshop equipped her with techniques to communicate her ideas effectively, transforming her nervousness into excitement. Instead of shying away from opportunities, Clara began reaching out to clients, showcasing her work with renewed enthusiasm. With every successful pitch, she gradually shifted her perspective about her abilities, solidifying her confidence and reinforcing the understanding that taking action is essential for growth. As you embark on your own path of putting confidence into action, it's essential to identify opportunities for engagement. Begin by recognizing areas of your life where you can take small risks to build your comfort level. This could include volunteering to lead a team meeting, applying for a position that excites you, or pursuing hobbies that challenge your abilities. Embracing these situations helps cement your belief that you are capable of anything you set your mind to. Remember that confidence is often developed through practice. By pushing through anxiety and allowing yourself to explore new avenues, you expand your comfort zone and enhance your self-assurance. Furthermore, support from others plays a vital role in your journey to act confidently. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and motivate you. Sharing your ambitions and activities with a supportive network not only fosters accountability, but can also provide invaluable encouragement as you pursue your goals. Engaging openly with your support system allows them to cheer you on or even join you on your ventures, adding another layer of confidence in action. As we delve deeper into the concept of confidence in action, remember that every experience contributes positively to your growth. By continuously seeking opportunities to engage and express your self-assurance, you can create a life that reflects your true potential. Confidence is not just a trait. It is a practice cultivated through action. Embrace the journey ahead, knowing that each courageous step propels you toward the fulfilling life you envision, one where opportunities abound, and the prevalent belief in your abilities leads to extraordinary outcomes. Embrace opportunities, take intentional risks, and celebrate your progress. This three-step blueprint empowers you to turn your confidence into action, encouraging you to boldly engage with the world around you while creating a clear path towards achieving your goals. To embrace opportunities, start by being open and alert to the possibilities that present themselves in your life. This requires a conscious effort to step outside your comfort zone, and recognize situations where you can apply your skills and showcase your potential. Whether it's speaking at an event, approaching a mentor, or putting yourself forward for a new project, keep your mind receptive to these chances. You'll find that they're often more abundant than you initially believe. Identifying these moments can ignite your determination to act, shifting your viewpoint from one of hesitation to one of excitement. Taking intentional risks is about recognizing the difference between calculated risks and reckless leaps. It requires the courage to venture into the unknown while remaining mindful of your strengths and limitations. Ask yourself what steps you can take that may feel uncomfortable but will still align with your overall goals. For instance, if you want to advance in your career, consider taking on challenging tasks that you normally shy away from. Each risk you take builds resilience and fortifies your ability to handle uncertainty. This practice empowers you, demonstrating that you possess the ability to navigate both setbacks and success effortlessly. While these first two steps lead you to engage more actively with the world, it is equally important to celebrate your progress along the way. Small victories serve as powerful reminders of your growth and serve to reinforce your journey. Whether you achieved a personal milestone or learned something new, take time to acknowledge these successes. Celebrating achievements instills a sense of accomplishment that fuels your motivation. Develop a habit of maintaining a success journal where you note down your wins, no matter how minor they may seem. Over time, you'll see that these incremental successes aggregate into significant progress, reinforcing the belief that your confidence is indeed a force that moves you forward. As you put this three-step plan into motion, consider Sarah, a talented teacher who found herself longing to implement new teaching methods in her classroom, but feared how they might be received by her students. An adept educator, yet still plagued by self-doubt, she was hesitant to stray from her routine. One day, a colleague encouraged her to embrace her ideas and try something new. Inspired, Sarah decided to embrace the opportunity she had to make a difference. She took intentional risks by altering her lesson plans to include interactive learning strategies, despite her initial apprehension. Each lesson became a chance not only for her students to thrive, but also for Sarah to embrace her expanded role as an educator. As she celebrated her students' enthusiasm and engagement, Sarah began to see her own confidence flourish. The experience reinforced her belief in her capabilities and transformed a fearful endeavor into a newfound passion for teaching. Feel empowered to follow in Sarah's footsteps as you put your own confidence into action. Each new opportunity you seize can ignite growth, and each risk you take molds your path toward becoming the person you aspire to be. As you engage with the world more courageously, you reaffirm that you are capable of achieving remarkable things. Remember, confidence is not a fixed trait. It is built through acts of courage and engagement. You hold the blueprint of your journey in your hands, and every step you take pushes you closer to your dreams. Embrace this vibrant journey of confidence and action, knowing it leads you to an extraordinary future. Meet Jamila, a young entrepreneur who had always dreamed of opening her own bakery. After several initial setbacks, disappointing reviews from her early customers, and difficulties in navigating local regulations, she felt disheartened and considered giving up. Instead of letting fear dictate her path, Jamila chose to adopt a growth mindset. She actively sought feedback from her customers, inviting their opinions to better understand their tastes. Motivated by their insights, she revamped her recipes and even attended workshops to enhance her baking skills. Every challenge became an opportunity for improvement, and her bakery flourished as a result. Jamila's journey exemplifies how embracing setbacks as learning moments can transform obstacles into success, showcasing the power of a growth mindset in action. How might you identify a recent challenge or setback in your own life and reflect on the lessons it has taught you? Consider how embracing these lessons can help you grow moving forward. How might you practice seeking feedback from others in a way that allows you to gain valuable insights without feeling defensive? Think about how this openness can lead to personal and professional growth while reinforcing your confidence. How might you set a small, achievable goal that challenges you to step outside your comfort zone? Reflect on how accomplishing this goal can fuel your growth mindset and encourage you to pursue larger ambitions in the future. As we conclude this chapter, remember that taking confident action is the key to igniting the life you envision. By embracing opportunities, taking intentional risks, and celebrating your progress, you're not just building confidence, you're actively shaping your future. In the next chapter, we will explore the transformative power of resilience, providing you with strategies to bounce back stronger from setbacks and continue your journey of growth. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where you'll find more insights and practical tools tailored to support your personal development. Together, let's continue to blueprint a vibrant and fulfilling life where your potential knows no bounds. Chapter 9. Living with Lasting Confidence. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to possess unshakable confidence, allowing you to face any challenge that life throws your way? This aspirational state isn't just a distant dream. It's a tangible reality that can be cultivated through intentional practices and a supportive mindset. In this chapter, we will explore the vital components of living with lasting confidence, ensuring that the self-assurance you've built becomes a permanent fixture in your life. By integrating the strategies we've discussed throughout this journey, you can create a resilient and dynamic confidence that propels you toward success. Living with lasting confidence is less about being fearless and more about understanding how to manage fear when it arises. Research conducted by psychologist Dr. David Cresswell shows that individuals who embrace a mindset focused on growth while navigating challenges develop a stronger sense of self-efficacy and confidence. This means that by viewing obstacles as opportunities for learning rather than insurmountable barriers, you create a mental framework that supports long-term confidence. When you view life through this lens, you become better equipped to expand your boundaries and embrace exciting possibilities. Consider the journey of Mia, a corporate executive who once struggled with imposter syndrome. After a series of stressful presentations, she often doubted her qualifications and felt like a fraud in her role. Determined to change this narrative, Mia took the lessons learned through her experiences to heart. She dedicated herself to honing her skills through additional training and sought mentorship from colleagues who inspired her. Gradually, she embraced her past successes and acknowledged the unique qualities that made her a strong leader. With each project she tackled, Mia reinforced her self-belief and slowly rewired her mental dialogue to reflect her worth. Ultimately, her confidence became a driving force that allowed her to excel in her career and uplift those around her. To integrate lasting confidence into your daily life, it begins with creating a routine that emphasizes self-reflection and growth. Start by setting aside time for daily affirmations that celebrate your strengths and accomplishments. This practice nourishes positive thoughts and serves as a reminder of how far you have come. Additionally, journaling can be a powerful tool for reinforcing your progress. Document challenges you have overcome and the methods that led to your successes, allowing you to revisit moments that highlight your growth. Moreover, surround yourself with a supportive network that encourages your journey and shares in your triumphs. Engaging with others who value and uplift your aspirations can help to maintain and bolster your self-confidence. Pay attention to the conversations you engage in and the narratives you choose to immerse yourself in, as these play a crucial role in shaping your mindset. Look to friends, family, and mentors who inspire you, and don't hesitate to lean on them when you encounter moments of insecurity. As you navigate the journey towards living with lasting confidence, remember that building this mindset is a continuous process. Embrace each step forward with gratitude and awareness, knowing that you are cultivating not only skills but also a strong foundation for self-belief. Each day offers a new opportunity for you to practice these principles, reaffirming that confidence isn't a destination, but a dynamic journey filled with possibilities. Trust in your growth and celebrate the incredible potential within you, a potential waiting to be unleashed in every aspect of your life. Confidence can become your constant companion, guiding you to meet life's challenges head-on and infusing your endeavors with earnest passion and purpose. Embrace self-compassion, practice continuous challenge, and cultivate gratitude. This three-step blueprint is your guide to sustaining lasting confidence as you navigate the complexities of life. By actively engaging in these practices, you can create a rich environment where self-trust flourishes and personal growth becomes a natural part of your journey. Start by embracing self-compassion as a cornerstone of your confident mindset. It's essential to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. When setbacks occur, instead of succumbing to self-criticism, recognize that imperfection is part of being human. Affirm your right to experience mistakes while acknowledging the lessons they hold. This mindset shift allows you to approach challenging situations with resilience. For instance, if you stumble in a presentation, reflect on what went wrong, but also commend yourself for showing up and putting forth your best effort. Self-compassion not only alleviates stress, but also empowers you to rise stronger after setbacks, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of growth. Next, practice continuous challenge by seeking opportunities that push your boundaries and expand your comfort zone. Confidence is not static. It requires deliberate action to grow. Identify specific aspects of your life where you can take calculated risks, whether in your career, social interactions, or personal development. Each time you step into unfamiliar territory, you reinforce the belief in your capabilities. Think back to Mia's journey. Her proactive efforts to seek mentorship and participate in training sessions served as crucial stepping stones that propelled her toward greater confidence. As you engage in new challenges, remember that the discomfort you might initially feel is a sign of growth. Embracing this uncomfortable journey fosters lasting confidence. Lastly, cultivate gratitude as a practice that amplifies confidence and nurtures a positive mindset. Expressing gratitude not only acknowledges the good in your life, but also helps shift your focus away from what you lack and toward what you have accomplished. Start a daily gratitude journal where you note 3 things you are thankful for, big or small. This practice fosters a mindset that recognizes abundance, further reinforcing self-worth and self-belief. As you celebrate even minor victories, you create a reservoir of positivity that fortifies your self-confidence. Reflect on the story of Alex, a project manager who implemented these principles into his work life. Once plagued by self-doubt, he started embracing self-compassion after unsuccessful pitches. Instead of viewing his failures as permanent, Alex began to acknowledge his efforts, recognizing that each presentation honed his skills and confidence. Embracing the challenge of critiquing client feedback, he prioritized growth over perfection. To sustain his newfound perspective, Alex initiated a gratitude circle with his team, where they shared positive reflections at the start of each meeting. This practice not only helped the team bond, but also uplifted Alex's spirits and reinforced his belief in the collective strength of their group. As we delve deeper into living with lasting confidence, remember that it is fundamentally tied to your intention to embrace self-compassion, continuously challenge yourself, and cultivate gratitude. These practices breathe new life into your confidence journey, allowing it to flourish in rich and supportive soil. Each step you take on this path strengthens the foundation of your self-assurance, building a clearer vision of your potential. Embrace the beautiful transformation that unfolds as you commit to these guiding principles. Your capacity for lasting confidence is not just a possibility, it is an evolving journey that awaits your engagement and determination. Trust in yourself and the remarkable abilities you possess. The life you envision is not just attainable, but within reach. Meet Priya, a budding software developer who faced significant challenges while learning to code. At first, she struggled with complex algorithms and often felt overwhelmed by her mistakes. Instead of succumbing to frustration, Priya adopted a growth mindset. She viewed each coding error as a stepping stone rather than a setback, dedicating extra hours to learn from online tutorials and seek help from friends in the tech community. When a major project deadline loomed, Priya had to push her boundaries, spending weekends refining her skills. Through perseverance, her confidence soared, and she successfully delivered her project on time. Priya's story illustrates how a growth mindset can transform obstacles into opportunities, empowering her to thrive in a competitive field. How might you identify a recent challenge you faced and reframe it as an opportunity for growth? Reflect on the skills you gained during that experience and how they can apply to future challenges. How might you incorporate self-compassion into your daily routine when confronting obstacles or setbacks? Consider ways to remind yourself that making mistakes is part of the learning process and how treating yourself with kindness can foster resilience. How might you set a specific goal that requires you to step outside of your comfort zone? Think about how taking this risk could expand your abilities and lead to greater self-confidence, and what steps you can take to achieve this goal. As we conclude this chapter, remember that living with lasting confidence enables you to rewire your mindset and ignite a vibrant path toward personal achievement. By embracing self-compassion, actively seeking challenges, and cultivating gratitude, you create a strong foundation for a self-assured life. In our next chapter, we will dive into the powerful practice of resilience, equipping you with essential strategies to bounce back from setbacks and continue your growth journey with renewed vigor. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where you'll find more practical tools and insights designed to support your personal transformation. Together, let's blueprint a life rich with opportunity and fulfillment. In this transformative journey, you've moved from limiting beliefs to unstoppable habits that empower your path to success. Each chapter's insights have equipped you with the tools needed to foster growth and build resilience. Now is the time to take action. Choose one chapter's blueprint, apply it today, and share your victory with your community. Thank you for investing in your personal development. Remember, lifelong success blooms through daily commitment. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Brainpower Blueprint YouTube channel for more content dedicated to your growth. Your journey continues. Embrace it wholeheartedly.